Vikings, let's win this game. SKOL!
Attention Vikings fans, ready for a lineup of news that'll set the tone for the draft and our next season? Is a beastly reinforcement on the way? Could an old friend make a comeback? You're getting the first scoop on the offensive line star the Vikings are targeting in the draft. Plus, both sides are talking about the drama over whether Dalton Risner still fits in the purple and gold. Next, a big question and its answer. What if a star wide receiver falls right into our lap in the draft? And finally, our GM spills the beans on a trade decision and when to pull the trigger. You won't blink until we're done. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Picture the Vikings offensive line turning into an unbreakable wall. Now, hold that thought because what's brewing behind the scenes is the game plan to make it real. The draft's almost here, and Minnesota's got its eyes on a name that's got the fan base buzzing. Donovan Jackson, the guard from Ohio State. But why's this guy making so much noise? Let's break it down. Insider Aaron Wilson says Jackson made a top 30 visit to our headquarters. That's no small deal. He also swung by the Texans, Giants, Eagles, Titans, and Raiders. But the Vikings connection is straight up electric. Guess who's fanning the flames? ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr., who's mocked Jackson to the Vikings twice. He says the guy's plug and play, ready to replace Blake Brandel and even slide to tackle if Christian Darrisaw, who's coming off an injury, needs a breather. Now, let's talk about what Jackson brings to the table. Three-time All-Big Ten. This dude's a machine of agility and technique. In 40 starts, he allowed just 4 sacks. That's pure gold for protecting J.J. McCarthy. And there's more. Mike Tice, former Vikings head coach and O-line guru, said on the Football 301. Podcast that Jackson's can't miss. He even ranked him above Tyler Booker, who's chilling in the draft's green room. But here's the drama. Will Jackson still be there at pick 24? Or will Kwesi Adofo-Mensah have to work some magic to trade up? Fans are all in, chiming in left and right. Some want him now. Others say bolstering the secondary is the bigger need. The stakes are huge. With Will Freeze and Ryan Kelly already signed, Jackson could make our line a strength we haven't seen in years. But what if another team snags him first? The answer's tied to our third story. But first, a controversy that's got everyone talking. Dalton Risner, the guard who's rocked the purple and gold, is still a free agent. And what he said on a live stream is stirring the pot. Hold up. Risner confirmed the Vikings showed interest in bringing him back, but only to a point. What's the holdup? Minnesota went out and dropped big bucks on Will Fries for right guard and Blake Brandel's holding down left guard. But real talk, is Brandel the guy for the job? Fans are side-eyeing this one. PFF gave Brandel a 55.2 grade last year. 58th out of 66 guards with 500-plus snaps. Yeah, not exactly lighting it up. Let's set the scene. Risner's no scrub. In 2023, he joined mid-season, became a starter after we traded Ezra Cleveland, and held it down. Last year, despite a back injury, he took over for Ed Ingram in Week 11 and finished with a solid 67 PFF grade, locking down pass protection. So, why not bring him back? Kevin O'Connell's got faith in Brandel, but if we draft a guard like Donovan Jackson, where does Risner fit? Or is he a plan B for depth? In the comments, some fans are screaming, "Sign him already!" The suspense is real. Risner said he's talking to other teams like the Broncos and Bengals and expects to sign soon. If he slips away, will the Vikings regret it? In a line with Darrisaw, Risner, Kelly, and Fries would be a fortress for J.J. McCarthy. But, per Darren Wolfson from Score North, Risner's return is a long shot. Is this a clue that Kwesi's locked in on drafting Donovan Jackson? While we're scratching our heads, there's a draft possibility that's got jaws dropping. What if I told you a star could land right in the Vikings' lap? No, not on the O-line, but a weapon that'd have J.J. McCarthy grinning ear to ear. With the draft knocking, the buzz is about wide receivers, and fans are wondering, can we expect another playmaker for the offense? Kwesi Adofo-Mensah spent on free agency cash on the lines and secondary, but at pick 24, names like Tetairoa McMillan from Arizona or Matthew Golden from Texas might still be on the board. So, what's your call? Here's the deal, because this ain't as crazy as it sounds. Justin Jefferson's untouchable, but Jordan Addison's caught in a storm. Rumors say he wants to be the main man, which ain't happening with Jefferson around. Worse, that arrest last summer might lead to a suspension, leaving our offense in a bind. Jalen Nailor's a solid wide receiver 3, but a first-round talent would change everything. McMillan's the top dog in this class, but his mock draft spots are all over the place. If he slides, or if Golden's there, Kevin O'Connell, who lives for explosive offenses, might not pass it up. Fan groups are lit, with some yelling, "Grab him!" and others worried about neglecting other needs. The impact would be wild. Picture McCarthy with Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, and a dynamic rookie in the slot, running intermediate routes. That forces defenses to spread out, opening lanes for our run game with Jordan Mason. But here's the catch. Wide receiver isn't our biggest gap. Will Kwesi take the risk, knowing the O-line and secondary still need work? What if Addison gets traded? The fan base is split, and this debate's red hot. That's because the next bombshells got everyone's hair standing on end. Our GM's playing chess with the draft. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah spilled his guts in a nearly 20-minute presser, and what he said has fans losing it. He's weighing every option. Stay at pick 24, trade up, or trade down. Yup, moving back's on the table, and it's all about one word: impact. What's that mean? Kwesi said impact could be one game changer or a handful of solid players. Remember the 2022 draft? We traded a high pick for Lewis Seen, Andrew Booth, and Ed Ingram. Those who wanted Kyle Hamilton are still stinging. Lesson learned. Now, hold tight. Kwesi said he needs at least 24 names he loves on his board. Why? Because 23 guys will fly off before our turn, and he wants someone worth cheering for left. Here's the suspense. What if a bunch of our targets are still there at 24? Another team calls with a trade offer. Then what? Kwesi's ready for the dance, and he even built his own trade chart. The guy's a numbers geek, but he gets that positions like quarterback, corner, or edge rusher are draft gold since they rarely hit free agency. What's the move for you? One stud now or more picks for depth? The stakes are massive. With just 4 picks in 2025, one wrong call could hurt. Trade up for a McMillan or Jackson? Or trade down for a deeper roster like that Noah's Ark philosophy you mentioned? Kwesi's made 12 draft trades as GM, so he knows how to work the board. The tension's sky high for one reason. Can he erase the ghost of 2022? The draft's closing in, and today's 4 stories scream that the purple and gold future is loaded with potential. Donovan Jackson could anchor the line, while Dalton Risner's teasing a comeback. Then there's the tough call if a star wide receiver falls our way and Kwesi's scheming to trade up or down for the draft. It all shouts one thing: the Vikings are hungry for glory. So which of these moves got you thinking? Is it Jackson protecting McCarthy, Risner's return, a new wide receiver, or Kwesi's strategy? Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!